Greed is not always bad. In fact, greed is what pushes people forward. It creates ambition, it builds hunger, it drives growth. But the real problem begins when a person no longer realizes whether they are moving ahead or slowly losing themselves. At the beginning, it's simple. I just need a little more. Then it becomes just a little more than that. And one day, they want so much that they lose what they already had. The scariest part isn't that a person falls. The scariest part is this: they don't even realize when the fall started. At first, greed is just a desire. Then it becomes a habit. And eventually, it becomes a person's identity. Greed is like fire. If controlled, it gives light. It helps you grow. But when the limit breaks, that same fire burns everything down. One day, a person may have money, power, status, but no peace, no real relationships. And they sit alone asking themselves, I earned so much, but what did I lose? Greed can lift you up, but without limits, that same greed becomes your punishment. Greed is not the problem. Greed without limits is the downfall. Earning money is not wrong. Money is necessary. It fulfills our basic needs: food, shelter, security, a better life. The real question is not whether you need money. The real question is money controlling you, or are you controlling money? Because money is not the problem. The problem is greed without limits. Greed begins as a spark. It pushes you to work harder. It gives you strength. But if you don't learn control, that same greed turns into addiction. And addiction always becomes punishment. So here is the right path. Earn, but don't sell your values. Grow, but don't lose your relationships. First, understand this clearly. Money is a tool, not a goal. Money can make your life comfortable, but it cannot give you peace. You may have millions, but if you cannot sleep at night, you are not rich, you are trapped. Remember this: relationships are the greatest wealth. Time with your parents never comes back. Trust, once broken, rarely returns. Respect cannot be bought. It must be earned. Second, shortcuts are always dangerous. Unethical paths may give fast money, but in the long run, they bring downfall. Because truth doesn't care about your money. Truth always finds a way. Third, avoid comparison. You see someone's shining life, but you don't see their hidden struggles. Focus on your own journey. And most importantly, learn contentment. Because greed has no ending, but contentment sets you free. So here's the final takeaway. Earn, but don't lose yourself. Win, but don't lose your humanity. Remember, money is important, but without limits, that same money can become your biggest punishment. Some people don't earn money. Money consumes them. The scariest thing isn't falling. It's not realizing that you're already falling. Greed enters slowly, and one day, it becomes the owner of your life. You think you're in control, but the truth is, greed is controlling you. Some people win everything in the world, yet lose themselves inside. When downfall begins, a person is often at their most confident, and that's what makes it dangerous. One day, a person may have everything and still feel completely alone. Remember this line forever. Money is a tool. The moment you make it the goal, it becomes your punishment. Now you understand. Greed and money are not wrong. What's wrong is forgetting the limit. Money is a tool. Peace, relationships, and integrity, that's real wealth. If this message gave you a realization, comment, I understand, and support the channel. Like, share, subscribe.